What if I told you the reason you can't lose weight, the reason you feel unhappy with your body, the reason you keep starting and stopping your fitness journey has nothing to do with food, nothing to do with your metabolism, and nothing to do with your willpower. The real reason is something most people never talk about. A voice inside your head, a voice that tells you, I can't do it, I always fail. This is just how my body is. But here is the shocking truth, that voice is not your adult voice, it's your inner child. And until you heal that voice, no diet, no workout plan, and no motivation video will create lasting change. Today, I am going to talk about the real mental block behind weight loss and how you can break it. Let me ask you something. Honestly, have you ever told yourself, I just can't lose weight? I have tried everything. My body just doesn't change. If you have said this before, you are not alone. Millions of people feel the same way. But notice something important. You didn't say it. I haven't figured it out yet. You said, I can't. That small word is incredibly powerful. Because when you say, I can't, your brain stops looking for solutions. And the moment your brain stops searching, progress stops. This is not a diet problem. It's an identity problem. Somewhere in your past, you formed a belief about your body. Maybe someone made a comment about your appearance. Maybe relatives compared you to someone else. Maybe in your school you were teased how you look, or how your body is. Maybe you tried to lose weight before and failed. And in that moment, your inner child made a silent decision. I am just not the healthy one. I am not disciplined. This is just how I am. From that moment on, you started living according to that belief. Let's see how this usually happens. One day you feel highly motivated. You decide, from tomorrow, I am going to take care of my body. You start eating better, you start going to the gym, you register yourself with a personal trainer, you buy your protein shakes, everything you need to do, you start with that. And you start feeling proud. But after a few days, you skip one workout and then another one. Then you say something like, see, I know I couldn't stay consistent. And this thought continues in your head. But This is not laziness, this is self sabotage. Your brain is trying to protect your old identity, how you were addressed in your childhood, how you were made to feel in your childhood, and you are used to that. Because the moment you start changing, your mind feels uncomfortable. Your brain prefers to protect your old identity. Your brain prefers familiar pain over unfamiliar growth. Even if that familiar pain is feeling unhealthy or unhappy with your body, because at least it is predictable. And the brain loves predictability. So every time you try to grow, your mind pulls you back to your comfort zone. Not because you are weak, but because your subconscious is trying to keep you safe. And this happens with everything you do, every change you want to bring, every new thing you try, your subconscious keeps trying to keep you very safe. Most people think losing weight is about food. I don't discard the fact that you have to control your diet. It is very important. But more than that, it is your brain and your inner child. Weight loss is more about psychology than calories. Think about it. Everyone already knows the basics. Move more, eat mindfully, sleep properly. These ideas are not new. Yet, millions of people still struggle. Why do you think so? Because the real battle is happening inside the mind. If deep down you believe I am not someone who can stay disciplined, then every habit you try will eventually collapse. Not because the plan is bad, but because it doesn't match your identity. Your brain always tries to stay consistent with the story you believe about yourself. So, if your story is, I always quit, your brain will find ways to prove that story right. And whatever the belief could be. So, let us see how do we change this. The first step is very simple. Stop trying to change your body. Start changing your identity. Instead of saying, I need to lose weight, say, I am becoming someone who takes care of their body. Instead of saying, I need motivation, say, I am building discipline. This shift may sound very small, but it is very powerful because habits follow identity. When you believe you are someone who respects their health, your actions begin to align with that belief. You start making better choices naturally. Not because someone forced you, but because it matches who you are becoming. Transformation becomes easier when your identity changes. Now, I want you to imagine something. Think about the younger version of yourself when you were young and smart and handsome. Maybe you are 10 years old or 15. The version of you who felt insecure, the version who compared themselves to others, the version who felt like they were not good enough. That version of you still exists inside your mind. And every time you criticize your body, that inner child hears it. Imagine telling a child every day, you are not good enough, you look terrible, you will never change. How would that child feel? Probably discouraged, probably hopeless. Yet many of us talk to ourselves like this every single day. Healing begins when you change the conversation. Instead of saying, I hate my body, say, I am learning to take care of my body. Instead of punishment, choose respect. Because your body responds far better to respect than shame. If you truly want to change, start with these 3 steps. Step 1, stop using the phrase I can't. Whenever you remember, stop. Even if it comes to your mind, just stop, don't say it loud. Replace it with I am learning. Step 2, train your mindset daily. Every morning, remind yourself, I am becoming disciplined. I respect my health. I keep promises to myself. Remember all this every day. You can write down in a piece of paper. You want to add anything else, you can add that and say it loudly in the morning when you get up. Step 3, remove pressure from the journey. Many people fail because they rush transformation. They expect massive changes in a few weeks. But real transformation takes time. You need a lot of patience for that. Instead of thinking about quick results, focus on consistency. Small actions repeated daily create powerful changes. Please remember this. Let me be completely honest with you. Taking care of your body is simple. Move your body regularly, eat with awareness, enjoy whatever you are eating and be grateful. Sleep well. And then repeat these things. That's it. The reason people struggle is not lack of knowledge. It's the story they believe about themselves. If you keep telling yourself you are someone who always fails, your brain will keep proving that story true. But the moment you change that story, everything changes. Listen carefully. You are not stuck because you are weak. You are stuck because you have been repeating an old story. And today, that story can change. You are not someone who gives up. You are someone who is learning discipline. You are someone who is learning self-respect. And when your mind becomes stronger, your body will naturally follow. So from today, stop criticizing yourself. Start supporting yourself, because transformation doesn't start in the gym. It starts in your mind. And today, you just took the first step. Be proud of yourself. If this message resonated with you, comment below, I choose growth. Because sometimes the biggest transformation is not physical, it is mental. And once your mindset changes, everything else begins to change with it. And once your mindset changes, everything else begins to change with it. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and don't forget to share this with all those people who needs this inner child healing. See you in the next video. My name is Sai Kirtan. Thank you. Goodbye.